was like flying off the back. Hey guys, and welcome back yet again. It's so good to see you. I hope you guys have all been well. We are jumping in with Baling 2022. We are catching up on summertime video, which gets us thinking about 2023 hay baling. As you know, hay baling, especially with small square balers, can be tough. A lot of people switch out to round bales because they just don't want to deal with that. But for us in the horse hay market, we have to have small squares. That is our niche that we are filling. So, like it or not, we have to put up with those small square baler hay issue problems. And of course, it wouldn't be hay season without some problems. Also, real quick, the National Farm Machinery Show in Louisville, Kentucky is coming up. I believe it starts on February 15th, which is actually the day that we are planning on being there ourselves. So we will be there all day, again, February 15th, Louisville, Kentucky, National Farm Machinery Show. What things do you like to look at when you go to the farm machinery shows? And are you planning on going this year? Let me know in the comments down below. And now, let's get to making some hay. All right, so we are on a rush as usual. There are clouds coming in. There's not supposed to be any rain today, not until tomorrow afternoon. Eric was very fortunate to get the afternoon off, so that is great. So it timed out just right because I just got done raking. Now I'm gonna bale. The hay is drying very, very nicely. I'm really happy with it. You might even argue it might be a little bit too dry, but it's not gonna mold, that's for sure. I've got this put on just today, so hopefully this will help with our bales coming off kind of wonky. Plus, I think it will give a little bit more back pressure, which will help keep the bales a little bit tighter. That's the goal. I also switched over to my blue twine, which I think seems to have a little bit better effect at keeping them from being so springy. And last but not least, we got this fixed right here. The downside is we can't actually grease it unless we take all the nuts off, but hopefully this will work for what we need. There's Eric. He's like a stealthy shark over there waiting. Let's lock and load. Should be putting out some bales here pretty soon. There we go, the first one's out. There goes another one. So far, everything is shaping up to be an amazing ending to hay season. We've got better weather than expected, we've got the time to get it done, and everything is operating smoothly. Because there is rain expected in the forecast and it is fall, we decided to get our best field baled first. That's this field. The hay here will go to our horse hay customer who wants, the very best quality hay for her horses. So doing this field first allows us to get it in the barn first, just in case anything goes wrong. At this point, we have about 5 to 6 hours to get all of the hay baled and off the field, or as much as possible. I'm not planning to get all of it done today, but at least our best fields, and then any hay for us can wait, just in case. See, the blue ties are coming out, they're looking good. Oh, and I know Eric wants me to stop and check the bales. running into them later. Have the backhoe on there, see, you can see him. I don't know if you can or not. So he was right there with the backhoe. I'm glad he does have those stabilizing arms ratcheted together, because those don't like to stay up. Even on the John Deere, we actually kept them ratcheted together 24/7 when not in use, because they always just sag. They're, you know, they're hydraulic. And you gotta have your hydraulics live for those to activate. Just got his music on. Oh man, I dropped the bale right there. Ah. I do enjoy baling hay. I don't so much enjoy raking hay, and the reason is because it's not a guarantee. You can rake it, and you might have to rake it 4 more times, and that sucks. That's like so tedious. You're like, here we go again. Versus baling, you know, that's it. That's the end of the game. Was like flying off the back. Although I'm suddenly thinking, I'm hoping I'm not baling this too tight, because don't want it to mold when it's in the bale either, even if it's dry. One of the things about Michigan is if you bale your hay too tight, still it can still mold, even if it's like dry as bone. Oh, here's Eric. Oh, say good job, Eric. Look at him. I wonder how many. Oh, he's only got 2 stacks over there. So far he's got 30 bales. They've got several rows to do up there yet. So. While it wasn't as much as we had been hoping for, we did manage to get about 60 bales off this 2.5 acre field. It's not much, but at least it's good quality hay. And to make sure that it goes to the right customer, we decided to load it all up on the wagon and take it to the barn for unloading immediately. Just in case, because you just never know when anything is going to go wrong. Hey, look, it's Aaron. That is my son. Yes, his hair is very, very long and very flowing and very beautiful. I don't know why he wanted it so long, but he was just really enjoying his long hair. I think he just likes it flying in the wind. I don't know. But he did end up finally cutting it, much to the shock and horror of all of the girls at his homeschool co-op who absolutely loved his hair. His bands are a little bit too small for him. They're getting stuck up his butt a little bit.
Eric said he's really been liking having that backhoe on the back. So I don't know, it might just end up permanently stuck there. Oh, losing a bale. Yeah, watch out, Dad's coming through with a loose bale. Ah, I could see that coming.
Why are you thinking that? Why not?
Ah, it's fantastic. Hi. All done. Actually, he was still gathering bales when I left him, but he managed to catch up to me while I was trying to put the baler into bale mode, auto-till mode. We got 87 total bales off that 2-acre field. Not the best, okay? I feel like I'm going backwards, like I'm supposed to be baling the other way. Normally I bale to my left, not to my right, so... Sorry, baler, I'm sorry. Okay. I'm gonna have to... Eric's probably trying to figure out what on earth I'm doing. Oh no, he's got a full stack. He's gonna apparently drive that all the way down to the trailer. Normally he would pull the trailer up with a TYM, but as you can see, it's got the backhoe on there, so he's driving it up with a truck, I guess. It's one of those moments you kind of wish your son was a little bit big enough to drive. For the first time ever, he drove Eric's new lawnmower. It's one of those professional zero-turn mowers that has the handles that you have to like pull. Yeah. The first time I drove it, scared the daylights out of me because it was like really jerky and fast. So I'm pretty impressed that he's able to drive it. But he's not quite old enough to drive a truck, so yeah. Okay. I know Eric is like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I really have no idea what I'm doing right now because I messed up my first row. I wasn't thinking. Yeah. He's like, just going crazy with the baler. You know, once you mess up your first row, it's pretty much messing everything up from there on out. But anyway, this field turned out pretty good. I'm really happy with it, honestly. It's not, this is one of my worst fields. It actually is my worst field. You can see there's a lot of weeds. Pretty much this was almost all weeds, and very, very slowly the orchard grass has been taking over. Because this field is wet, a lot of the springtime, it's never able to get manure down. We would literally have to do fall manure on this field if we wanted to get manure onto it. But it has been getting some urea the last couple of years in the summertime, so I think that's really helped it out a lot. You can see there's just a lot of grass, still weeds and lots of wild grass, but lots of other grass, good grass. I'm gonna take this row. Oh, I missed it, totally missed it. I missed my corner. Should have swung it a little harder. Alright, I gotta put this up because I'm missing my stuff here. It's a little hard to video and bale. Eric's trying to stuff more bales in. He's honestly done pretty good. He's not had to stuff too many in, but you know, and I'm making them pretty good and solid, so you can't complain about the tension on these guys. They're pretty strong. And the weather's holding, and the baler's holding. So fingers crossed, this will go pretty good. Yeah, see, I should have turned this off a lot sooner. Oh, yep, slip clutch, triggered my slip clutch. Delightful. Now I gotta redo all of this crap. Alright, so I've got one last row to do on this field. I think I've got like maybe 60, 70, maybe 70 bales. This is a 5-acre field, roughly. And yeah, like I said, it's growing in a lot better than I expected it to. So I guess I'm kind of neutral as to whether 70 is good or bad for this field. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, actually, there's more than that. Oh my gosh, there's more. Okay, never mind. There's a lot more than I thought. I was counting the ones in front of me and I didn't realize there's more behind me. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wow. 130 roughly. So that's not bad. I know 5 acres, sorry, 30. 5 acres, but like I said, this pretty much grew nothing. So to get 110 decent bales off from it, I would say it's pretty good. It's 110 or 130. I don't know. I'll let you know when I'm all done how many I have. But I also have to go and see how many bales this customer wanted. So this field is for my goat customers, but here's the kicker. So my goat customers, they also need low sugar hay because after some research, they have miniature donkeys, and their miniature donkeys are sensitive to sugar, you know, just like horses. Any sort of miniature animal, miniature horse, miniature pony, miniature donkey, they tend to be really, really sensitive to sugar, like more so than your standard horse. So she was just telling me today, she's like, you test your hay? I'm like, yeah, it's all low sugar, that's all I grow. And she's like, oh, that's so good because I just found out my donkeys have sensitivities to sugar. So a while back, a couple months ago, she was telling me about her donkey having issues while it was eating, and it was like having issues with his stomach. Now, I haven't had a chance to ask her what hay he was eating because there was a period where she had to buy someone else's hay. And, you know, we both figured, you know, it'd probably be okay. I'm not too familiar with donkeys, but I know they need a lot of roughage. Here's Eric. I think he wants me to stop. All right. I don't know what he just said. 35.
I have enough for a full trailer load.
Oh, okay.
I got 130 plus this.
That's what I was wondering.
There's 2 bales over there need to get busted open.
Yeah. Well, I think that's one bale. It's just really...
So I got more than a full load.
Okay, good. So I was kind of thinking 100. I mean, that's pretty good. Look at it. This field's really grown in a lot. I mean, it's...
Yeah, 210 right now to pick up. So I'm going to have to change all these out, I guess. Unless you just want to... Why don't you do this roll right here and give me like... I need 1, 2, 3, 4... I need 5 bales to fill this.
Okay, it won't take very long because that's a pretty...
Do this outside roll right here and I'll pick up 5 bales and then maybe scatter that apart. And then I'll drop this off.
Okay.
And then I'll have to pull all the pins out.
Right.
But I'm gonna need you to pull my truck up here though.
Okay.
While I'm transferring all this over.
Where do you want me to park it?
out here in the field.
Okay.
But give me 5 bales first,
All right.
and then I'm gonna start swapping.
Okay, and then do you want me to keep baling more of this field? Like how many more do you want me to do yet tonight?
200.
Okay.
You know,
At
that's a
least.
full trailer load is 200. So,
Okay, so that will give us 200 for Hannah.
huh?
That'll give us the 200 for Hannah. Because she got 80
yeah.
off that.
Yeah.
So a little over.
So,
Okay.
I just want to yeah. I know we can get 2 trolley. You know what time it is?
I think it's like 5:15.
Yeah. Yeah, one more is gonna be pushing it. You know.
Okay.
So yeah.
So as long as we get their
Give me
stuff.
5 bales, get my truck up here.
Well, fingers crossed it makes it. That tongue is really, really, really low. That's the thing about the TYM with the hitch is that you can raise and lower it, but the truck it's pretty well set. And once you get the hay on there, well, it's barely. Oh my gosh. All right, well, I'm gonna follow behind him. Oh man. Yeah. Oh, I think he's stuck. He's either gonna end up killing the hayfield or something. I don't know. I'm coming. What? So the conclusion is that here in Michigan, because we have such a small window of time before the dew starts coming out, you can already feel the humidity just picking up. The bales are starting to roll. It's only 7 o'clock. I mean, you can bale from 10 to 6 pretty much, but if you got to rake your hay to flip it over, then you know you're looking at 2 to 3 to 6. I can already feel it coming up out of the grass. Believe it or not, the grass does put off moisture and it makes underneath here moist. Hopefully it won't be too much. I mean, even if I didn't rake it, you still would have to wait till 10:30, 11 before you can come out to bale it. So it's just not a lot of time, especially if you have to rake it. It's definitely not a lot of time. Oh my gosh, it's a huge praying mantis. You saw it? It was like the biggest one I've ever seen. I couldn't figure out what that was. I'm like, what is that weird green brown thing there?
I can see.
You gonna pick him up? Oh, you know what? I think I saw him flying earlier. Maybe it was another praying mantis. I thought it was like some sort of strange dragonfly. I'm like, what is wrong with that dragonfly? It was in the tractor, so I couldn't quite tell, but I bet it was a praying mantis flying. They're not very graceful, are they? What? No, you go ahead.
Not you. You should.
Go ahead. No, here comes Dad.
I'm just cooking.
I don't know if you can. He's like, I'm out of here. It's a pain in the butt grappling right into the sun. He's doing pretty good though. We had a really nice sun dog over there. Actually, that's kind of crazy because there's like almost 2 suns in the sky. It's beautiful. So the dew point is already starting to pick up, even though it's going to stay warm. It's the humidity is just creeping in pretty hard. Wow, it's beautiful. So Eric's going to collect the ones that are here. I think there's maybe 100. And then the rest of this, I guess I'm going to do tomorrow. The ground isn't feeling wet, but you can feel the moisture in the air. So it's going to start collecting pretty soon. Yeah, so he is not happy with the accumulator grapple, the accumulator. No, he is not happy. It just takes so long to collect everything, then grapple them, put them on the trailer, ungrapple them. It's so time consuming. I would almost say it's more time consuming than the hay carts. The hay carts in many respects were way faster. But the problem with the hay carts is you have to have labor on hand to empty them. And that's one thing we cannot get is labor on hand. Actually, I do have a girl coming tomorrow, I think, who's going to help stack hay in the loft. And she had been advertising that that's what she does. Did you already get a full load? Oh, wow. Well, yeah, because I think I was calculating out 15. Oh, that's beautiful. He hit a bump and it knocked off the 2 front bales.
Despite still having hay on the field yet to do, we were not complaining. We had gotten a lot done. The baler was rolling smoothly. The grapple was, well, being the grapple. And overall, we were anticipating a good day on Saturday to finish up our baling. But I had the GoPro on the back of the baler the entire time. And if you are watching, you can see the knots are not quite lining up, which means the timing is slightly off on the baler. Now if we go back a couple of years when the baler had its big explosion and Wes Pandy, aka One Lonely Farmer, very graciously helped me through video chat to repair my baler, he made a very good comment letting me know that even if you get it timed the first time around, there's a good chance it's not all the way timed, and sometimes it takes several trial and errors to actually get it fully timed because it can be slightly off and take a while for it to really catch up. So that's what we were seeing happening right here in the baler. It's not quite enough to cause a lot of stress, but it is kind of triggering those longer bales that don't knot. It's triggering my knotter clutch. So you can imagine what the next day is gonna look like. Stay tuned for the rest of our exciting adventures in baling our last cutting of hay. Whoa, man, way to leave you on a cliffhanger. I am so sorry, guys, but yes, it was rough. It was so bad, but it's not over until it's over, right? So all you can do is just try to gather yourself back together and press on until it's done. And then you can lick your wounds after it's off the field. So stay tuned for the next video to see what happens with all of our rained on hay. Thanks again, guys. I really appreciate you guys stopping by. Drop me a comment down below. Let me know what you've been up to. Let me know what you think. And of course, if you're going to the Farm Machinery Show coming up, let me know. Love you guys. Until next time, take care. Bye.